which will be rice with milk ros mama. Let's get started. 4 cups of Egyptian rice, 6 cups of milk, 2 containers of yogurt, fresh cream, ghee, a bit of oil, salt, black pepper. If you like, you can add a pinch of cinnamon. That pinch of cinnamon gives an amazing flavor to the milk in the ros mama. Now, ros mama can be made in so many different ways, and there are other methods I'll show you as well, God willing, that make it richer and give it an incredible taste, like using cream. If you want to add cream to the mixture, for ros mama you can remove a cup of the liquid, take out a cup of milk, and replace it with a cup of cream. All right, so what's the first thing I'm going to do now? I'm going to take this milk. I love doing this step when making ros mama. I like to let the milk come to a boil, or at least heat it up. This really makes a difference. The milk I'm going to use for the ros mama, it's really important that it comes to a boil, especially as well. Keep in mind, the rice isn't soaked. Does that change the measurements? Yes, of course the measurements change. Soaking and washing the rice makes it a bit softer and it absorbs some water. So what should you do then? You can reduce the amount of liquid a little. You know what I mean? There are actually a lot of different ways to make rice. By the way, it's normal not everyone washes or soaks the rice. I personally like to wash it. I like to give it a quick rinse. And sometimes I want to tell you, if I'm in a hurry, I just leave it in the water for a bit, let it soak for about 10 minutes or so. Not more than that. I'll take this amount of rice, and what should you do next? Add a bit of salt and a bit of black pepper. Just sprinkle some salt on it. And a bit of black pepper. Then I go over to the yogurt. I add a bit of salt. All right, and what do I do next? I stir, stir, and stir. Now I have 2 containers of yogurt. I can put some on top of the casserole, or you can do something else, take this yogurt and add a bit of ghee to it. And a bit of ghee or oil, the ghee will give the rice a rich flavor and more richness, while the oil will make it lighter. Just a little oil like this, and with your hands mix all of this together well. Then you want to add a really nice generous dab of golden ghee, just like that, right there. Just like this. So what am I going to do next? I'll get a spoon and show you the amount of rice. The amount of rice compared to the amount of milk is higher, but this is very short grain. I won't use this in this casserole. Honestly, I was already suspicious that it would be short grain. Look, just a spoonful or 2 of fine rice, not much at all. Please be very careful to ensure that it has ample space to cook thoroughly and properly. Just like this. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to get the milk that has started to boil. It needs to be hot. Some people don't do this step. Yeah, it's fine. There are different methods. Everyone has their own way. Here's some ghee. We mix the rice with a bit of ghee and some yogurt. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. And a bit of salt and pepper, mix it with your hand. And then I heated the milk. By the way, this is a very easy method. The milk is hot. So how are we going to cook it now? I like, when I make rice with milk, to put it close to the top oven heat. Why? So that the top layer dries out first, and then the rice inside can cook at its own pace. If we put the rice with milk at a medium temperature, and the oven isn't very hot, what will happen is that the rice will absorb all the liquid, and you won't get that top layer forming at all, like this. So what you do is give the rice a little stir to even it out, just like this. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. If you have some cream, mix the cream with the milk, or just put it on top as well. It'll give a really nice color. I stirred it and felt like this casserole needs a bit more rice. So what am I going to do? I'll take a piece of clotted cream. In the name of God, oh wow, everyone. All right. Look, everyone, I'll press it down a bit more. Now I'm going to put a piece of clotted cream and put this tray into a preheated oven at the highest temperature on the rack closest to the top heating element. After that, you can lower it as usual. What's the idea here? Why do I want such a high temperature? It's just so I get a nice crust on top. So I leave my casseroles in at the highest temperature.